Yes, we have two books this month, and they're both from the Bible's wisdom literature. Traditionally, King Solomon is thought to be the author of both books, but this is disputed, so we can't really say for sure who is the actual author. The first one is Ecclesiastes, which means preacher or teacher. The author is the narrator who introduces us to the preacher. The preacher then speaks throughout most of the book, and at the end, the narrator explains what the preacher has learned. This book provides wisdom for those of us who struggle with those really hard questions of life. There are three main themes: facing the perplexing side of life, finding joy and satisfaction in life, and fearing God throughout life. Throughout the book, the preacher uses the word vanity or futility or meaningless, depending on your translation. The Hebrew word is hevel, which means a puff of air, mist, or a wisp of smoke. This word is key to understanding the book. The preacher isn't saying that life has no meaning, but rather that its meaning is never clear. The phrase under the sun is used repeatedly. It refers to life in this sinful world. The author was very aware of the adverse effects of the fall in Genesis 3. Life under the sun is frustrating, puzzling, and fleeting. We don't understand it because often we can't see how God's providence is being worked out. Some describe Ecclesiastes as depressing, cynical, or fatalistic. But these descriptions don't do justice to this amazing book. If we look closely, we can see that there is an underlying mood of joy, finding pleasure in life despite the troubles that often plague it. Those who fear and worship God should experience this joy. They should rejoice in the gifts God has given them. As you read through this book, don't miss the little nuggets of joyous wisdom. Here are a few. There's nothing better for a person than that he should eat and drink and find enjoyment in his toil. He has made everything beautiful in its time. He has put eternity in man's heart. I perceive that there is nothing better for them than to be joyful and to do good as long as they live. Live joyfully with the wife whom you love. Ecclesiastes humbles us and gives us hope in the Lord. It teaches us that all of life's experiences, both the good and the bad, are designed by God to grow us in our faith, knowledge, and reverence of God. Song of Songs is our next book. It's a moving love story between a young country girl and a king. In Hebrew, Song of Songs is like saying King of Kings or Holy of Holies. It means the very best song of all the songs. It's written as a love poem, but scripted like a play. Sometimes the beloved speaks, sometimes lover, and sometimes friends. It's been Jewish custom to read this book as an allegory about the covenant between God and Israel. And in the Christian view, Christ's love for his bride, the church. But in the last 100 years or so, there have been many archaeological findings of ancient love poetry, very similar to the language and imagery of Song of Songs. Because of these findings, most scholars today take a literal view of the song as poetic wisdom that celebrates the beauty and intimacy of married love. The language is from another time and culture, so some of the phrases that seem strange and even comical to us would have made perfect sense to the people of the day. In the book, the couple express unabashed feelings of delight for each other. Disappointment is also expressed, but desire overcomes that disappointment. As you read, notice the overwhelming use of garden imagery. Think back to the Garden of Eden, where everything was very good. Imagine how happy Adam was when he said, "This at last is bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman." God had given Adam a mate, the gift of love. The love between Adam and Eve was beautiful and pure. There was no shame. The Song of Songs is about the pure and beautiful divine gift of love and desire between a husband and wife, the way God intends it to be. It teaches us that the marriage that involves both commitment and intimacy will better endure hardship, resist temptation, and promote peace in the relationship. Here's a little sample. Love is as strong as death. Jealousy is fierce as the grave. Its flashes are flashes of fire, the very flame of the Lord. Many waters cannot quench love. I can't wait for everyone to dig into these beautiful books.